So hey y'all, and welcome back to Lisa's Cottage. I did a meal plan for next week. So exciting. I've not done that in a very long time. Used to do it every week, but when you stop doing it for 1 week, it seems to be, then you get into not doing it for the second week, the third week, the fourth week, and you realize you are out of the habit of doing a meal plan, and that's just not a good thing. I ended up using just this one cookbook this week. Well, yesterday I sat down with 2 cookbooks, this one and a heart healthy one. Ken and I both are heart patients, and February is Heart Health Awareness for Women. Women, we've got to take care of our bodies because our hearts will thank us in the long run. I promise you, I guarantee it. So I will be talking more on women and their heart, their health and their heart in the next several weeks. And just in case you're new to my channel or you've not seen it on my Instagram, I am a heart patient, happily wired. And what that means, my heart has wires, dual wires in it, upper lead and a lower lead, my upper chamber and lower chamber of my heart, pacemaker. I'm not 100% dependent. It just kicks in when my heart starts beating too slow or drops too fast, and which too fast is if it changes within 20 beats of going up or down, my pacemaker will kick in, and it will stay kicked in for 2 full minutes until, and hopefully within that 2 minutes, it beats at 100 beats per minute. And hopefully within that 2 minutes, my heart will be back into normal sinus rhythm, as well as my blood pressure will come back up. Because when my heart beats too low, my blood pressure's too low, and everything has dropped. And before my pacemaker, when this would happen, not only did my blood pressure drop, my heart rate drop, I dropped to the floor, passing out. Passed out many a times in my days, and in some really strange places to be rescued, even carried out of restaurants. And you get a free meal that way. They don't know why you passed out, but if they can get you out of there as quick as they can without drawing attention to their customers, they will say, no worry, no pay, you just go as fast as you can. The recipes that I found them in this one book. It's not the pink markers up here. It's the pink markers that are sideways that tells me what I'm going to be using next week. I've already made out my grocery list out of my meal planner here. And someone asked me just yesterday, where did I get the planner? The planner is one of Carrie L's planners, her design, and you can find it at shopcarriel.com. Made in Texas, y'all. I learned about these planners through Shelly from Shelly's Home Life, and has a little quote on the inside. The cover's the nice, thick, hard plastic cover. Easy cleanup if you were to spill something on it. Laughter is the brightest where food is best. An Irish proverb. We like that, don't we? Yep. Irish, Scottish. That's coming from this wee bit of Irish and a whole lot of Scottish. And then meal planning blogs, websites to remember. This is the resource page. And I still have several sheets in this one, so I don't need one right away. But I do have my eye on a new one. I told Ken when it runs out, I ain't doing no more meal planning or cooking. And he's like, we need to get you one of those ordered. And I said this like several months ago. And I think he was serious. He will be a-okay if I hop on in there, because I've already got my eye on the one that I want. The meal planner is the Vintage Bouquet. That's the one I have my eye on now. There is a light. I think that's our overheads, isn't it? our recess lighting. But that's the one I am going to order next. Almost sure that Shelly has done month at a glance before. I've not done a month at a glance. So you get sheets for the month at a glance, the month you're in, a place to keep notes, and then like there's my meal plan for the week. And I went ahead and tore my grocery list off because I did write it out. I did make my grocery list out, and it's here where my water always sits and my iced coffee, and that's my grocery list. I just have it tucked under my glass cutting board that came from Walmart there. And we order our groceries online from Walmart and pick them up, and boy do I love it when I'm doing that kind of shopping. Let them walk all around the store and find all these little tedious things, because I need some newer or spices that I do not have on hand or that I've not ever used. And oh, that's the one thing I don't like about new recipes, having to get all those spices. A square, a block for the appetizers, the side dishes, the main course, the desserts, the drinks, the kids. I'm not sure if that's like for their table or maybe foods that they would like. Was hosting an event or a gathering. I call them events. That grocery list, that's not normally enough, and what I would do is just go ahead and use my legal pad, because I could break it down into 3 sections on my legal pad, and if I had to, I could flip it over. And then, however, I did tear the one off. This one, because I used it, that's what's under the glass cutting board over there. If I didn't use them on other menu plans, weeks that I was doing, and I used my legal pad, in which I did a majority of the time, I would just tear it off, and I've saved it to the back here for just scrap paper, or if I need to make a small grocery list. It's my meal planner, and I've had this one maybe 2 years this coming spring, maybe longer than that. I looked on there last night when someone had asked me on Instagram where I had gotten the planner, and when I looked up Carriel.com, I looked through there and I didn't see one like this. She does have one with pineapples on it, but it's not like this one, and that's when I found the one that I want next, which is the vintage bouquet. So I've got that planned out for next week. We'll order those groceries probably Saturday evening or Friday evening or Saturday, and we do pick up sometime Sunday. Or if we're just going to be already getting out Saturday morning, we may order them Friday night and pick them up early Saturday morning. But those slots have been booking up, filling up real fast here lately, especially the past 2 weekends being Christmas and then New Year's. Why am I doing all this spring deep down cleaning, and we're just now in January? One, so I'm able to get out in the weather, the warm weather sooner, to start working in the yard, preparing the garden for our planting. After April the 15th, we start planting after April the 15th. Very, very low percent of our threat of frost after April the 15th, and if it is, the seed's still in the ground, so we're usually pretty good. But as soon as it starts popping up through the ground, we have a freeze warning, it's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? So that's why we wait till April the 15th. The other reason is I'm gonna be starting this little treatment here on my right and left hand, arms all the way up to my shoulders, fronts, backs, all around. And from what I'm being told, and by my doctor, as well as my research and people that have gone before me doing this, and the amount that I'm doing, the tops of my hand, not the bottoms, but the tops of my hands, all the way up to my shoulder, on both sides, all the way around, I may not have a whole lot of use of those hands and arms for maybe up to 8 weeks, 4 weeks treatment. And from what I'm being told, it's the 4 weeks of healing that sometimes can be the worst as well as the most painful. I'm not looking for it. Matter of fact, I'm having a whole world of anxiety over it. The yellow card in there, that's always the questions I need to ask my doctor. He knows when I come in with a bright index card. He just takes it from me. That way we know to hit every question that I had, and then he gives it back to me. But I was needing to ask him, there's 24 single-use packets, and they come in threes like this, and I've gone ahead and broken these 3 apart just to give you, kind of an idea what these look like. And my question is going to be to him, do I use 1 packet per hand and arm? I know I will not, I'm almost positive that I won't use more than 1 packet per arm. So that's going to be my question for when I go see him next week. And I'm thinking the treatments are either going to start Wednesday night or Friday night, because my scheduled nights are, it's written on the box here, the instructions. How to use this is written on the front here, and I use it Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night for 4 weeks. And then I'll go see him again probably in that 4 weeks, and then he'll want to see me back and take a look at what's going on. And they're already discussing like pain management and cold, cool washcloths. So I'm going to be packing some wet washcloths in like bags like this and putting them in the freezer. You can lay those on you, and then maybe even put a fan on you to when it starts really getting painful and a lot of heat coming from it, because it's going to be like literally eating off my layer of skin on my hands and my arms. And if you've ever been through this, let me know how it worked for you, and was it worth it? Or are you just like ready to say, oh my gosh, I am not putting any more of this on my skin, I quit? Because I have heard of some people quitting the treatment far too soon because of the pain. And I hear it's going to be quite ugly. It can be scary looking. So I'm not really wanting the grandkids to see me while I'm going through this, because I don't want to scare them or cause them any concern unless they are really able to understand we're doing this to make it better. We're making it look worse in order to make it look better and to prevent me from having further complications down the road if they go untreated. Because not only does this treat what the visible eye can see, this is supposed to go down and get those places that the eye can't see right now. And I've been told sometimes that's some of the ugliest parts, is it's getting down deep in there where some things may be hiding that our eyes not aware of right yet. That's why my hands are in and out of buckets with solution in it, scrubbing baseboards, scrubbing bathrooms, scrubbing blinds, windows, because from what I'm hearing, I'm not going to have that kind of use of my arms and hands during the treatments as well as 4 weeks after the treatments. And some of you may know I have Raynaud's in my hands as well, and that's where your hands get so cold they turn blue, almost black. So he's told me to start wearing my fingerless gloves in the house, and I've been doing it. It's working. It's really helping. But there I am again. I'm not going to be able to put gloves on what I think this is going to end up looking like and feeling like. So I'm going to be dealing with that problem, trying to keep my hands warm while I have ice packs on them and fans on them. I'm hoping I stay strong through this, emotionally, mentally, physically. I hope I stay strong through it. I really believe. I believe I'm going to get through it. I really do. And I believe time's going to go by fast like it has been the past many years. When I'm in the midst of it, I may not feel like time's really going by as fast as I would like for it to, but I think it will go by fast. I've just got to stay positive and know I'm doing this to keep from having to have so many more removals by surgery or procedure. I've had 25 plus. We're doing this now so we don't have to keep cutting on me, sutures, healing, cutting on me, sutures, healing, cutting on me, sutures, and healing. So, you know, we're doing it like this now. So that is what my today is looking like. It's bathroom and bathroom floor. So I'm just gonna keep piddling around, try to get these bathrooms clean. To tell you what I picked out for our meals next week, that's what I was wanting to do. All of next week's meals planned out. They all came out of the Everything Healthy Slow Cooker Cookbook. I call it a crock pot, so you will hear me say crock pot. I have 3 crock pots. They're all 3 different sizes, so I won't have a shortage of crock pots, because one of these meals I'll have to have 2 crock pots going, and I have been known to have three going before, wishing I had 4, but that's usually when I'm holding or having an event at our house or gathering at our house. Monday, we're going to have the 3 bean chili, and then our side, we're going to have salt baked potato, because sometimes Ken likes to put his chili over a baked potato. Tuesday, we're having slow roasted chicken, and that's going to be a whole chicken in the crock pot. Slow roasted chicken with potatoes, parsnips, and onions. Neither one of us have ever eaten parsnips. I'm pretty sure it's those things that look like a funky colored carrot. That's what I'm going to be looking for when we order it. Wednesday, baked potato soup and dill carrots. I love anything dill. Thursday, chicken ragu. We're going to have a side salad, and I'm making the marinara sauce, and that recipe came from this book also, and I believe it was in the vegan section. I'm not vegan. I love my cheese too much. I'm not vegetarian. However, I eat a lot less meat than I used to, and Ken's definitely not vegetarian. He's a man that loves his meat and potatoes. He's a man that just loves his food, period. And Friday, I have written down for our order pizza. We order pizza, and it's delivered to the house. Saturday is the pork roast with cranberry sauce. And then for a side, I've gotten the recipe for the rosemary thyme green beans. And then Sunday, I've just written on there leftovers. So I've got 2 more bathrooms to go. It's one of those days, again, hot, cold, hot, cold. However, I kicked the heat down to 66. And Ken's like, aren't you cold? I'm like, no, I've got a sweater. But I just popped it back up to 67. But I think I'm going to take it back down to 66. And call it done. And call it cool, actually. Gonna keep at it. Like I said, my goal today are those 4 bathrooms. Yeah, it's getting later in the afternoon, and I like to be done by a certain time. So I'm gonna just keep working, but I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I hope that you all enjoyed tagging along with me doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that today. Not a whole lot of nothing, but I guess it's all right when you can get 4 bathrooms done in a day, so no complaining. Say all that in one breath. But this is what I'm gonna say. Until we meet again, you all take good care, and bye-bye.